happy talk. Talk about things you'd like to do. You got to have a dream.
Good morning, Kerry. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to yourself as well. Have you had lots of stories about people being kind with the spirit of Christmas and the New Year?
Well, not a lot, because it's been a funny time really. Everything's been closed and it's rather an extended holiday, isn't it? So I haven't actually seen that many people, but I have got a couple.
Excellent. What have we got first then?
Well, we return, if we may, to Christmas Eve. It's the afternoon and Clive Sibley's just gone in the Bishop for a festive drink with some mates and gets a phone call and says, right, goodbye to everybody, and disappears off. And what happened was somebody, a lady on the islands, had to go for emergency treatment at Treliske on Christmas Eve morning, which was fine. You know, she flew out and got there and no problem. But of course by the time it was all finished, it was lunchtime and there's no flying back to Scilly.
No.
So the prospect of being stuck on the mainland on your own all over Christmas, I mean, I don't know when she could have got back here, but several days later. And dear Clive unpacked his plane, got it out of the hangar and flew off and brought her back.
Wow.
And it wasn't just that, because when he got, I think it was Perranporth, the airport or he used, there was a fault on the plane. And Christmas afternoon, he knew what part he needed, and he contacted somebody in Bodmin, I think it was, who drove down with the part. They fixed the aircraft and then back they came. So it was delayed and quite hairy, but they were back in time for Christmas and everything was wonderful. So that really is a good Samaritan story, isn't it?
That's an incredible story, and Christmas Eve afternoon as well. Because a lot of people, after about 3 o'clock on Christmas Eve afternoon on the islands, would have been out for the count, wouldn't they?
Wouldn't be able to fly a plane or anything else. It wouldn't need a plane to fly, maybe.
Well, nice story. Well done, Clive.
Yes, that was tremendous.
That's good.
And the second one is New Year's Eve, and it's one of these lovely Scilly Islanders honesty stories. Linda and Stuart and the boys and their partners were in the Mermaid on New Year's Eve, having a lovely time, and then Daniel realised he'd lost his wallet. So Linda went into mother overload and went up to the bar and then got them to stop the music to put out an announcement, which embarrassed Daniel dreadfully, of course. Anyway, there was no sign of the wallet, so he cancelled his cards and carried on revelling, and they, I think, had a nice evening. But it's a horrible feeling, as we all know, to lose something like that. Anyway, the next day he rang the pub, the Mermaid, just to see if there was any sign of it, and they had handed in 2 wallets and 2 cameras. Isn't that amazing? And one of the wallets was Daniel's, so he was reunited. But, you know, people are so honest.
It's one of those things when your card gets lost and so they knifed it, you think, shall I cancel it? You know you should.
Yes.
Because you never know who might be over.
Exactly.
But every time I've done it, I found it a couple of days later, it's been handed in. I think, oh, I've got to wait 2 weeks for my new PIN number now.
Yes, absolutely. But I thought that was really marvellous. So, you know, great for the people who were there and obviously the staff. And it's just another example of how honest people are over here, and it's very, very good.
More great happy talk stories next week, I guess.
I do hope so.
Marvellous. Thank you, Barbara.
Thank you, Kerry.